Welcome to Real Parenting with Mackly. Mackly is committed to supporting parents in the journey of raising children. Through this show, we want to create a platform to host discussions on parenting and build a community where parents can share experiences, gain valuable insights, and navigate the challenges of parenting together. Joining us today is Dr. Rajiv Anand, a senior psychiatrist from Mumbai with 43 years of experience specializing in psychotherapy, child, parent, and individual counseling. He is also the co-founder of Inner Light Counseling Center in Mumbai. Welcome, Dr. Rajiv. It's great to have you with us today.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mackly, and thank you, Sharmila, for inviting me on this platform and sharing my views with your audience. Good to be here.
Today, Dr. Rajiv is here to help us understand the connection between the happiness of parents and the well-being of children and the role of marital harmony in parenting. Do you think the generation of today, the parents and the kids, are less happy?
It's a very subjective thing. Everybody can view it differently. Happiness has to be felt within, provided one has time to connect from within. But then more and more distractions happening outside, all kind of electronic media, all kind of social media is leaving less and less time to connect oneself within. So more and more people are distracted from so many things. They are losing the real definition of happiness.
So, Doctor, how do you propose what can we do about it as parents?
Indeed, a lot can be done. If we apply our mind, a lot can be done by parents, by everybody who is concerned, by our profession, by sharing our views, by everyone who is concerned about the children and the next generation. To begin with, I would suggest that the electronic media and print media should have some way to tone down plenty of distractions which are happening around so that the future generation doesn't get that much spoiled as it is getting. Secondly, addressing to the parents, everybody feels there's a different generation gap. The younger parents have so much to do. Where's the time for them to give to their children? Indeed, a lot of time is there if we plan well. No individual can say that I do not have time for my kids. If somebody says so, then one has to look into why did I get married? Primary aim of marriage was not just to have fun and to have good food and to have good theatre and to have good mall. It was more to create a generation which would go along a responsible, respecting generation. That's the basic purpose of marriage.
How can children's mental health be protected irrespective of the parents going through stress?
Children's mental health, they are not supposed to take care of them. Everybody else in the family, right from grandparents to the parents' family, to everyone else who matters in the family, by role playing the ideal role, how they are supposed to behave. In fact, it may seem little difficult for people to accept that most of us, and which may equally apply to me too in my earlier years, we lack the communication skill. When we talk to our near and dear ones, the way we talk, the loudness we talk, the aggression we put in our talks. The talk appears to be as if we are quarreling, as if we are shouting at each other, as if we are making a mountain out of a molehill. So the children observe this behavior or our body language, which may give impression to the impressionable kid as if we are going to assault or fight with that, our partner. So every nuance of our behavior is being like CCTV, is being watched by the children. And they would not get a chance to check with us, did you mean to kill my mother? Did you mean to slap my mother? Did you mean to say that get out from my life or from my house? You might not have meant it, but your body language might have gone around and child may begin crying. Maybe not in front of you, maybe behind you, and he may begin feeling insecure. So every parent, every mother, father, everyone in the family has to learn the basic nuances of communication skill. To drive home to the children, the family remains secure, happy living.
Dr. Anand, in cases where parents get a divorce, how is the best way to communicate this to the children?
This problem is increasing alarmingly world over. First, to me, as a counselor and a marriage counselor, my main work in Bombay, as well as through clinic in Bombay, all over the country and other countries also, is marriage counseling. So it really agonized me and baffles me to people who got married and said, I love you to each other. What happened that they separate? And what happened that they fall apart? And what did they mean when they said, I love you to each other? Or they wanted to hear from each other. So divorce, why not? People should plan much before so that they should never reach state where they fall apart so much to shoot each other out of their life called divorce. Because very painful, much more to a woman than people would like to imagine. Not much less to a man also, because he is left emotionally devastated, because he has loved someone and expected to spend lifetime. Let an even like divorce, which is easily spoken in those few letter words, divorce, should be seen, should be weighed, and should be understood in total gravity. Because when we are speaking in few lines over here, the impact of such an incident on child's mind, my parents are divorced. Because we come across every day those kids whose parents are living separately or they are divorced. Their world is broken. Their whole psyche is as if I take a knife and cut on your hand, you would probably never forget me, howsoever I may apologize. Or even if you forget me being a good person, but the mark over on your hand will not vanish so easily. Every time, whole of your life, you would see this mark was made by this person. You may remember my name. Children's psychology is like that. They wonder why our parents who brought us here, because due course of time they come to know the process of bringing children into this world, so-called process of making love. And then they wonder, was it love? Was that love? Was that lust? Why did my father or mother bring me to this world when they couldn't sustain, when they couldn't support their own feelings towards each other? Why they brought me? They begin wondering their life is meaningless or aimless or goalless. And many such kids go deviant, or they go wayward. So every divorce, every parent who is thinking of divorce should wait, watch, discuss with someone who knows this field to reduce the possibility of a painful end to a loving relationship.
I think communication is a very important tool, Dr. Anand, that we'll be taking away from this conversation. So towards, I think we're coming to the end of the show. Can you give us 3 simple tips apart from communication that whether it's parents or grandparents or kids or we as people in society will probably have to take into consideration going forward to have a more balanced and content or happy life as we might feel?
The simple concept that before we talk anything, should we not weigh the words? Should we talk and later on regret? No. Talk. Unarguably, talk to the person who matters for you, edge of it. But think before you talk, so that let your talk, the words in that, not create any hurt. Right. This point, talk. And think before you talk. Second, talk is meant for connecting, not breaking the connection. The talk and connect. And third, all this is a process of building up a respectful relationship. Even with a child who is 4-year-old, he or she may be a child 4-year-old, but deserve a respect. Or even if a servant or someone who is helping us live our life better, he or she deserves some respect. Why not? We might be paying a salary, but he or she deserves a respect. These things are being missed out in the world today. And that's creating huge lot of problems which are totally avoidable, preventable, before they become a big crisis anywhere, in the office or be it at home.
I think these are very simple steps that you've shared, but very high impact it will have. So I think we'll be the viewers of the show also would be probably taking this into consideration. Thank you so much for sparing your time and having this wonderful conversation with you. As a token of our gratitude and appreciation, we would like to give you a small gift from Mackly.
Sure. Thank you to everybody.
See you again next time on Real Parenting with Mackly.